is ignited. As promised a few minutes back, we are joined by a special guest in the building. Hey, the accolades are plenty. I don't know where to start. But my favorite, of course, is the musical side of him. He is pretty much a veteran. Do you like that word? You like being called a veteran?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's okay.
Yes. He is a veteran in the game, in the urban gospel game. Has been around it in Botswana about 15 years, right?
Yeah, we could say that.
When did you officially get started?
So 2011, so that would be what, 14? 13, 14, yeah, 13, 14, yeah.
Please help me welcome to Yarona FM and to Beats from Heaven, Genirol!
Yeah!
It's about time, ne?
Yeah.
It's been about time.
Thank you very much.
So yes, remember Genirol is one of the founding members of Excalibur. We played their song earlier on, Jamonate.
Come on.
Tune up to the radio station, eh?
Come on.
Man, it's a lovely song. I think it was the first time Lady Roo heard it.
Oh, wow.
And as the beat started, she was like, yo, what's happening? What's about to happen?
So young, 2011.
Wow.
I was still in primary.
You're still in primary?
I was still in primary. I'm very young.
Making me feel old. Because I'm in my resurgence right now. So I'm restarting a new journey.
Okay.
And it's nice that Lady Roo's hearing some stuff for the first time, but I'm starting to do some new stuff also.
Sure.
So it's crazy.
Yeah, you have paved the way for some of us so that we can use and we can, now build a foundation from that.
Yeah, for sure, 100%.
So this is what happens. I occasionally open up the phone line for requests on this show. Occasionally. I've done that a few times in the past.
Mm-hmm.
And as you could already figure out, I'll just list three groups or songs that I consistently just come back. One of them, of course, is I Can Play the Background by Lecrae.
Yeah.
You've got your Triple-E's, you've got your Tedashis.
Yeah.
And believe it or not, I believe the very last time I did a request thing, Jamonate was one of the songs that was requested.
Nice.
And I sat back and I keep telling people like, yo, no one seems to understand the impact, the depth that Excalibur made, the print,
sure, man.
The footprint and the imprint that Excalibur made back in the day.
Yeah.
Why did the group split up?
Dude, why did you give me that? We didn't prep for this. Okay, cool, for sure. I mean, everything rises and falls with leadership.
Okay.
Of course. And I was the leader, and there were a couple of things, man. One, I didn't grow enough with the group in order to handle the group's growth as well. So that was the biggest thing. Then the artist also grew, and it's not really about the artist as much as it is about the vision, right? And carrying the vision, moving it forward. If an artist says like, we'll give an example, a gospel example like Hillsong.
Okay.
Hillsong somebody would say, hey guys, I think I want to do my own solo thing, but Hillsong still remains. The group still keeps going on. Yeah. So a couple of artists also wanted to also just grow and do their own thing as well, in addition to that. Okay. So yeah, I personally, it was just me just going through a lot of personal stuff and just I played the background, so to say, and guys moved on and did their own thing. So I think that's the general thing I can say.
So group I Majoro.
No, there was no Majolo, there was no malicious thing. I wouldn't say there was any malicious thing that broke the group, because everything rises and falls with leadership.
Alright.
Majola, man, no.
I get most of the groups I've been in, Majola came inside and did its thing, man, and here we are.
Yeah, man. I think the biggest thing was just just keeping God the center, and making sure that we're on top with the mission and where we're going.
I see.
So yeah,
lovely stuff.
Yeah.
And I did mention earlier on that Excalibur is and was home to the likes of Stretch, Malcolm VX, Strategist. Do you know what most of the fans of these people don't know that story?
Yeah, they do. That's the craziest thing. That's the craziest thing.
Literally.
Yeah.
Wow.
Malcolm VX, Tato, Jessica. and Stretch as well. Stretch, amazing guys.
And I was saying, Mori, believe it or not, these guys were doing gospel. Like it's not a rumor. Like
Yeah.
And some of the tracks are still online.
Yeah. So I'll tell a funny story about Tato.
Okay.
She was not even in the choir at church,
Okay.
or in any type of formal music. She had never been to a studio.
Okay.
I had only heard her about twice, and I was like, I think this girl's got a really amazing gift. Out of all of them, she's the one I actually didn't have like a proper relationship with.
I see.
Yeah, and I was just like telling her, yo, you need to jump in this. I
Hey.
think like you're gonna be huge. So yeah, and she's the one who said, okay, no, I don't think this is for me. And later she said, yeah, okay, let's jump.
Change your mind.
Yeah, some of the guys met each other for the first time in the studio, which was also
Whoa.
a very funny thing as well. It was
Right.
pretty nice.
Now, a question that I really want to get into, and I was telling Lady Gru earlier on, she liked the title I put on it.
Yeah.
You're one of the people that inspired many, both as an individual and as part of Excalibur. You're one of the people that when we talk about young upcoming CHH artists or gospel music artists, and say who inspired you. I'm pretty sure you're one of the names that come up a lot. So the question, or should I say the activity I want us to get into,
Yeah.
I want us to have a state of the gospel music address. What do I mean by this? I want to hear your views, because remember, about 4 or 5 weeks ago, a couple of weeks ago, we linked up, and I threw some names at you, and some links to their music. Butu Lioness, Uber Prince. These are the new
age.
Yes. I want to hear not really a comparison to say who's doing it better or whatever, because everyone's got their own thing. But how are you liking the sound? And what do you think there's a future with our new age urban gospel artists versus where we're coming from?
It's funny. I'm also here. The reason I'm back doing music, for those that don't know, is just I feel like there is a future, for sure, 100%. And I really want to work with some young guys. That's why you passed me some names. Some of those guys were really promising as well.
Facts.
Yeah, I want to add a few names to that. There's a guy called Crucial Max. There's a guy called Mike Pro. There's another guy called Microphone Fiend 47.
Botswana.
Hey, his name's Josh.
Say the name again.
Microphone Fiend 47.
It's like a gun. The name of a gun.
It's like the name of a gun for sure. Yeah, he's just not releasing, but he's really good. There's that other guy from the north you told me about. What's his name?
James.
Is it James?
There's James. There's MTZ. There's Lecture Johnson. Oh, no, Lecture Johnson from Piquet. From the north, it's James. There's a couple. GI North Mayor.
Yeah. I think that's the name. Yes. For sure. Listen. I think the biggest thing for me I'm seeing is that there's a big lack of. I'm just gonna be straight with shooting.
For sure.
There's a bit lack of professionality when it comes to music, the gospel, urban gospel, and even just the gospel in general.
Okay.
A lot of guys that don't have their music on streaming, a lot of social media profiles are not up to date. Guys are not posting on a regular. We don't see what they're doing, and so there's a lot of gaps in the industry, and if we can ramp up the professionality, I think there's something there. But guys are promising. I loved. I even had a chat with Butu Lioness as well.
Okay.
I loved where she was coming from. I love the energy. Her social media is banging. She's not putting in as much music as I would appreciate.
Okay.
But yeah, she's got. I think from all the new guys, Mike Pro and Butu Lioness I've got good social media. And Mike Pro I think he's doing a lot on the event side of things. Remember, there's your streaming, the music, and I just had a chat with him the other time saying, the event things you're trying to do and putting things together, I think that's going to show a lot of promise, like a lot of good promise.
Wow.
Yeah, because we need the event side as much as we need the other side
for sure.
Of music as well. Yeah.
My main question that I'm wondering now, because I like how you mentioned basically marketing when you say social media and all that.
Yeah.
Why isn't there much collaboration? And more especially collaboration between the old and the new. Look at right now. Lecrae and 1KF have bunch of projects.
Yeah.
Lecrae started about 20 years ago, 1K few less than 10 years ago.
Yeah.
You know, where's the old and new mix, bro? Like,
Good.
I think we need that. Like, imagine your Tlotlo Maxon on a Mito track.
Yeah.
Imagine MVP with maybe I don't know, MC Soul, Uber Prince. Like, where's the mix? Where's the collaboration? I think that's another. Why do you think it's lacking?
I think with gospel music, Christian music, there's so many dynamics that are added to the mix.
Okay.
That's what I see sometimes. We also from different theological camps sometimes,
I feel
and we've got also theological affiliations and stuff, and sometimes when we see another guy coming in from their field, you're like, should I really reach out to this guy? He might, or maybe his life and his music might not be coordinated as well. But I feel like those things can be squashed down with conversation, with meeting, with really just talking and seeing where we can meet and collaborate through. We might not agree with everything.
Okay.
I've got a track with the Circular. I've got a track with Apollo. Apollo is a Christian that we might not agree with every single thing. We might have our differences, but he at his core, speaking for him and what I've noticed, he wants to do right in God's eyes, right? And with that, I feel like that we can take that part and agree on that we all need to do right with God's eyes. I feel like that's the same thing we should do in this space and say, okay, we might disagree here and here and here, but I feel like we are all on a mission. Let's take the parts we feel like are on a mission, then jump with that. Then also I want to be controversial as well. Hey, what spiritual pastors and all of that, they tend to be very guarding of certain talents and
guarding or gatekeeping?
Guarding, and this is controversial. Yeah, but I feel like
let it flow.
I feel like that limits artists as well, because they're trying to hold on to the gift, and the guy doesn't get to express or push out as much. Then also going back to the social media, you can't say everything you want to say because of your affiliation to the church you're saying or whatever. Then you kind of hold back. I think that's one of the big things as well.
Okay, let's back it up a little bit and then we'll come back to the gatekeeping thing. You said Apollo is a Christian. Is that why he dropped the Diablo? Because I know he shortened it to Apollo D.
Yes, I think that's one of the reasons.
Or is it still Apollo Diablo? He's dropped the Diablo.
He dropped it. Yeah, he dropped it. I think that's one of the reasons. I haven't been in chat with him in a while. The track I'm talking about, we recorded in 2015. Yeah, but he's going through his own journey. He dropped the Diablo. I've got friends that are pastors that are in communication with him, and every once in a while, I mean, we've prayed together. I don't want to put out a lot, because it's a lot of it is his story. But I would say, for sure, 100%. Every once in a while, he'll do a gospel track and send it to me and say, "Hey, man, what do you think about this, man?"
Get on meter, Sure. I like to highlight that because there's something I like stressing to people to say about it. Tasha Cobbs did a track with Nicki Minaj, for example.
Yeah.
And you know the world was upside down about that. Can you collaborate with someone who's got a song called Anaconda? What? And I think to myself, whether or not that meant Nicki Minaj was saved, we don't know.
Yeah.
But the truth of the matter is, God will not announce it when He forgives someone.
Yeah.
Or when He transforms someone, or when He starts again. He won't announce it. He won't tell you and send you a notification. Yeah. So even someone who you know, if someone was downright evil to you, God won't send you a WhatsApp notification and say, "Oh, by the way, Mr. T used to be a drug dealer or whatever. I've forgiven him. He's now." God won't tell you that. You will just maybe see some fruit.
Yeah.
And because of the history that you know, you'll look at the fruit and say, yesterday I was getting apples, now I'm getting oranges. We need to, as the Bible says, not judge until the time.
Yeah, for sure.
Judge until the time. Yeah. Now, on to the gatekeeping. If you have any question.
No, I don't.
What would you advise someone, because at the end of the day, we just gotta nip it in the bud and say, right, Hona le batho ba e leng gore they're in this situation. Like artists, I feel I'm very anointed and I'm very gifted. I'm a great singer or worshiper or whatever. DJ maybe. At my church, they don't allow XYZ, neither am I even allowed to perform. Like right now, one of the biggest churches in Africa, the pastors from Nigeria, where Sinach used to go. That one. If you're a member, you're not allowed to release music unless it's with the choir.
Wow. Oh, okay.
So, yes, true story. So, things like that. What would you advise a person in those shoes to go to? Me and Lady were having the discussion yesterday. There are those who stay loyal to Daddy and say, hey, forget about my own purpose. Daddy said I shouldn't do this. Then there are those who go to the extremes of leaving the church. What's your advice if I'm in that situation?
I mean, it's different from everybody. I mean, Daddy or pastor can come to you and say, hey, listen, I'm growing the church. Can you give me a year? Let's work together. Let's do a year. You lead the worship, but in that year, grow the church until let's grow the department, the worship department, worship leading department for that year.
Okay.
If it's like that and it's what everybody feels, then you can do a year or two or whatever it is you feel. But I feel like at the end of the day, you have to let somebody go. I really feel like at the end of the day, because you can't build around people. I think we overemphasize this thing of leading worship. Guys, all you need to do is just carry a note and you can lead worship. But then you don't need to be like extremely overemphasized. I think the biggest thing is, what is God saying to the individual that wants to release music, that wants to grow their industry? What is God saying to them? Is God saying you need to be in the church? Or is God saying, I need you out there? And out there, what does out there mean? Does out there mean half and half? Does out there mean, okay, still grow in the church and still go, but then run on the convictions that God has put in your heart? I feel like that's the most thing. But if a guy's saying, we're growing the church, we need this department to flourish, can you please give us a bit of your time or whatnot, then that's fine. But when it's held against you, like, yo, like at gunpoint or whatever it is, saying, hey, you can't leave, I feel like that's a problem.
There are some people who, when they step in church and are being advised or being instructed by a pastor, to some people, maybe they're not yet mature in the faith.
Sadly enough.
I'll give you a random example. Most of us wouldn't start a church until God has loudly and clearly instructed us to do so, right? And if it's according to our calling. But why don't we ever apply that logic with joining the ushering? With joining the worship? With joining protocol? But because pastor says, please join, once he says that, we think it's automatically now my calling. We never say, Mauriti wants me to join ushering, let me go pray about it. Let me go fast about it. No.
That's funny. I know. Sure.
But there's a lot of stuff. Now, here is Lady Roo. She intends on jumping into the DJing space.
Come on.
Particularly urban gospel.
Come on.
What is your advice to her? Just advise her.
I think throw it at me.
All right. Hey, I would obviously just you are trying to be. You just need to be right with your convictions.
Okay.
Where do you want to go? Who's your person? Sorry, I also do business, so I always say, who's your client? Who are the people you're trying to reach to? What's the demographic? If it's one person, can I have that person in mind? And then think how would that person react, or what do I need to do to reach that person? So then just create your social media around that one person. Then everybody related to that one person is gonna come into the mix. Then you want to be a DJ. Sometimes you don't need the equipment, but you need the technical skill. Work on that technical skill. It's really important. Don't just rely on, God will open the door. When that door's open, you better have the skill to walk through that door. Otherwise, that door is going to shut. So you really need to really have your craft in check.
Really in check. Okay.
Yeah, for sure. And I think we always forget about that.
That's true.
We always forget about that. Yeah, so just make sure you're owning your craft. You're really good at what you do. You do your practice. You get your practice in and everything, and aim after the person you feel like is going to be the person you want to reach. Yeah, that's the biggest thing.
Define your audience.
Define your audience,
Yeah,
for sure.
that's powerful.
All right. Awesome.
You have a question? Maybe I can expand on that.
No, I think I'm what you call it. I'm analyzing what you've just said. I
Oh, for
think,
sure.
yeah.
Her taste in music is phenomenal.
Oh, nice.
She can vet a good song. Like she can, yeah. You have to sit down with. I'll bring her through to the chill out,
Okay, for sure.
and we can chop up a lot of things. Right now, what you got in the pipeline?
Yeah, so
What you got in the
I'm
pipeline?
releasing music like monthly, straight to streaming.
Okay.
I also put a little bit of content on my TikTok,
Yes.
my YouTube channel. So it's, those who want to check it out, it's Genirol, Genirol. Yeah, on all platforms. Yeah, for sure. So pipeline, I want to do an EP sometime this year, towards the end of the year. And I'm just putting out music on the constant as well. Yeah, so that's the big thing.
So for today, as we conclude, are we playing something or are we spitting something?
Man,
It's up to you.
let's spit some.
Hey,
Let's spit something.
You need a beat? Or you gonna just go a cappella?
I don't know. Like, let's.
What kind of beat you want?
Let me go a cappella. Let me go.
All right. So
You putting me on the spot here.
ladies and gentlemen.
Yo, you need to send me a brief or something.
We don't want good briefs. The brief is the interview. The brief is the time. Come through at this time. That's the brief. Ladies and gentlemen, one of the best in the game. 13 years in the Christian hip hop industry. Genirol.
Come
on. First time on Beats from Heaven, the Battle Rocker freestyle. I'm excited.
Yeah.
I am excited. Let's get it.
All right. Okay. Trying to tell the world my story. Let me say, world, I'm sorry. I don't know about the general, you know, but I will trade it all for that spot that was numero uno. Trying to be the greatest. Dreaming of the beamers and the chocolate brown honeys and the light skinned girls. Fresh pair of Nikes was my go-do. Never slip a ring like I'm Frodo. But I was collecting sand for what won't last or quench my thirst. I really can't bow to that, man. Yeah. Should I keep going?
Keep going.
All right. We don't do this for front pages of a new magazine or to puff and pass. Why don't you magazine or to get pretty girls? Why don't you namofidi? No. For Jesus the God man took stage on the cross, no needing a hype man and part of his plan. And Christians bear fruit, you gonna need to support. I can share my salvation, nix my kupo.
Hey. Genirol.
Hey.
So what are the EPs in the pipeline for?
Towards the end of the year. But
Alright,
I'm releasing
alright.
music every month. Get on my Spotify, get on Apple Music, everywhere. Yeah, for sure.
So that music is even available on TikTok.
Yes. I
Okay.
do content on TikTok for sure, 100%.
Does that include a dance challenge, something? Because that's
Yo, you need to challenge me and get me to dance to my songs.
that's what I want us to do. I want us as we switch off these mics. I want us to hear your latest track on TikTok and just do a very simple dance
Okay.
and see what it can do.
For sure.
You understand?
100%.
I mean, dance challenges are there. Bomnik,
Yeah.
Bo Chalaban right now. But Jason Derulo are doing them. We need some of that CHH dance challenge.
For sure.
I've never seen one.
Yeah, no, for sure. 100%.
Lovely stuff. Ladies and gentlemen, I repeat, Genirol, for the first time on Beats from Heaven, he's got an EP in the pipeline. Keep your eyes on his socials, Genirol, and I'm sure there's going to be a lot of dope collaborations. I can't wait to see Genirol on the same track as Butu Lioness.
Yeah, we actually spoke about that. So
Have I met you before?
Go deeper, man
Have
of
you seen
God.
this before?
Go deeper, man of God.
I am the son of the compass.
Yo, Butu, you hear that?
Loud and clear. I'm sure she's listening. I'm pretty
For
sure
sure,
she's listening.
100%.
Alright, what would you like me to play you? Something by you, something by one of the youngins of today. What you want to
Yeah,
hear?
you got anything Excalibur? Let's do that.
Alright. Let me go to my thingy.
Or any new stuff as well for me if you have.
Okay, I'll do both.
Yeah.
I'll start with. In fact, this will be me sampling for you what it is that these young guys are doing,
Yeah, for sure.
and then right after that we'll get into an Excalibur track right after that.
Yeah.
So there's a bunch of guys. Yes. There's a dude called G.I. North Mayor. I did mention him a couple of times.
Yeah.
One of my personal favorites. He's got a special sound. I'm gonna jam you Pukeng, and then right after that, we'll get into the Excalibur track. Pukeng is by G. North Mayor. He's got another one called Mudimu Leesi. He sings and raps in Simbukush.
Ooh,
Simbukush.
nice.
So this one is Mudimu Leesi. Right after that, with Pukeng.
Wow.
Yeah. DJ Lady Roo. You should come to the chill outs.
Yeah, no, definitely invite me. I'll be there. I'll be there.
How old are you?
I'm 24.
Okay.
I turned 24 this year.
That's amazing. That's amazing.
Riley was my inspiration. Why did Riley let go? Like, I've been noticing something about Africa. I don't know if it's bots. Craze how old this year? 42?
Probably we are 40 something.
Yeah. Kevin Hart is 47. Jay-Z is 54. Will Smith is 55. Chris Rock is turning 58. Our retirement age when it comes to creative arts in Africa is very low. Why? A guy turns 32 and he's still dancing, and they're like, what the hell are you doing dancing at 32?
Yeah, that's interesting. I think lack of I think we're told it's a young person's thing. You need to grow up after you're done through that phase. Yeah, life starts at 40.
But then what defines young? Because you know Non-Stop? There's a dancer called Non-Stop. But you know Tie-Dyes?
Yeah, I know Tie-Dyes.
Tie-Dyes turns 40 next year. Right now as we speak, there's no one faster than him.
Did you do Jamonette last time? Maybe you can do another one.
Okay. Tie-Dyes turns 40 next year, but he's faster than anyone. There's no one faster than him in dance. No one. I don't know if you heard of Popping Pete, the one who, you see all the stuff that he used to have back in the day? All this? The guy who invented it is 62 this year.
Go down, let me... go down, keep going. Babeza.
Yeah,
Babeza is where...
Okay, what's the full one?
Babeza... Go up. Where's the full one?
Is it here at all?
Yeah, there it is. Right.
This one?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. That'll be next. So you can be like,
yeah.
Nas is like 52, and he just won a Grammy. What is it last year?
Yeah.
Yeah, imagine a rapper's winning a Grammy.
They also thought it was a young spot. They also, I really feel like some of the developments that happen with mindset change with the Western world, tends to happen a bit slower on our end. Yeah. They also used to think, because there's a time Jay-Z was made fun of for being 38 or something.
And he's still rapping.
Yeah, and he was still rapping. Look at now. Look, no one has got a problem with him. Actually, they're waiting for music. So.
Yeah.
Gospel music has never hit this hard. Until now.
I have to switch on the radio for it
again with Mr. T.
Because even in places like SA, you've got Black Coffee, who's pretty much at the height of his career, right?
No, but also industry. Industry helps. We don't have proper industry.
Especially the gospel industry. Like yesterday we went for a concert. I think it was fully planned.
Yeah. Were you there yesterday? Huh? The thing that happened in my one yesterday, did you hear about it?
No. But I could imagine.
With KTM Choir.
Yeah, I could imagine.
You didn't even hear about it.
Yeah, I could imagine that it was poorly planned. There's a lot of poor planning.
I think they really undermine the amount of people who really want gospel music. We really undermine. We don't know the value of how big the industry is there actually. The life that we can actually reach. because just by the GUC, that one shocked me. I underestimated it. Really underestimated it. And it was a full house.
But again, obviously, whenever an international artist comes in, it's automatically well managed. The Joy Celebration thing apparently was packed to the massive.
Yeah.
Do you know that FME DJs are in the video?
Really?
Yeah.
Pete?
Pete is there. You see, there he is.
I think I didn't recognize him because the beard wasn't out yet.
Yeah.
Oh snap! Were they into gospel music like that?
They were still secondary school students.
Yeah.
And
Oh, those God in my city t-shirts.
yeah.
Those t-shirts were
You remember them?
everywhere.
Everywhere.
They were. I mean,
I also wanted one, but I was still too young to even.
You see Urban Soul t-shirts?
Yeah.
Twice what Urban Soul is doing right now. Like, as common as you see Urban Soul, double that. Literally, right?
Yeah.
Double as common.
Who brought them?
No, there was an event in America called that happened. Basically, it started from this
Unashamed.
Unashamed.
Yeah,
for
okay,
sure.
that Unashamed, yeah.
Yeah, but the in America, what happened was there's atheists that started putting posters that says, "Hey, 8 million Americans don't need God. You also don't need what. Then some Christian youth said, "Okay, no, we need to do something about this."
Oh,
They went and talked to their pastors, and they started this walk that God belongs in my city,
Oh.
and the rest of the world just
So they're clapping back.
yeah, they were clapping back,
Wow.
and the rest of the world lit on fire. We were the second country to do the walk this side here.
Wow.
Yeah,
Imagine, from all the way from America to Botswana.
yeah.
Wow.
I was
Is there still Unashamed Botswana?
so yeah. I think that slowed down. I think I've heard rumors of guys trying to bring it back. I was part of it. I left it. So I'm not like in the inner discussions. They might be going to bring it back.
And it started when Lecrae came, right?
He came to my school. I remember I was 11 years old.
What was that when Unashamed started?
Yeah. In Tidashe, it was Lecrae in Tidashe.
It was the whole 116, KB.
Yeah,
KB was there.
came big. It was
TLC.
beautiful. Yeah, TLC.
Wait, weren't you at the concert?
Huh? Yeah.
Was
We
it?
were there.
Oh, okay.
You were part of the school?
I was part of the school. We even got a cheaper price because we were kids there. So it was our principals that I think helped also to bring him over. The
Oh,
workmen.
that's amazing.
The workmen.
Wow.
It was amazing. And I remember the following day after that concert, because it was a school day. It was a Thursday.
It was a Wednesday.
It was a Wednesday.
Yeah.
Yes. Then the following day, everyone was just dozing in the lesson.
Really?
Just dozing.
Hey.
The teacher was dozing. Could tell, yeah.
I haven't heard from that perspective.
It was.
But you guys went crazy. I remember some of the kids were trying to get autographs. You were bought
Yeah,
stuff.
it was big.
I wish you had fun. Gospel event back then?
It was a
And it was funny, we didn't even know who he was at the time. We didn't know who was coming, but we were pumped for it.
You know what the funniest thing? Most of us at that day met each. There are some people who went to UB that they attended class together, but they didn't know this one was a Christian. This one didn't know they were Christian. Like, yo, you love God? I didn't even know.
Oh.
So that was the biggest thing. So from there, guys were like, no, we need to meet again. So that from that day, other guys met. I was there. It was 30 people that met in December. That's how the Unashamed movement started. Because we met each other and were like, are you a Christian? I didn't know. We see each other. Hey, we're neighbors. And then from there, there was a girl called Khomoto who said, okay, well, I'm going to pick a couple leaders. We're going to lead this. I was like, they picked me as well to be one of the leaders. Then I was like, guys, there's a guy. You all don't know. His name is Bobo. I need to get that Bobo.
Yeah,
So
I saw him now. Now he's more in the corporate world now.
yeah. So I was like, I need to get Bobo. I need to get Bobo to be a part of this thing. So I called him. I think for a year and a half, I used to pick him up from his house to attend the meetings. We had meetings every often. But between that time and the walk, it was 18 months of just doing events, getting people it takes a long time to get
I'm
to.
still trying to also understand how they really brought Lecrae to Bots and
There's it's funny. So there's a guy in There's a guy in South Africa. Have you ever heard of a rapper called Propaganda?
So maybe I've heard of it.
Okay, he's like a poet. So I think he's got some connections to South Africa. So he comes to South Africa often. So the guy who they met in South Africa, who knew Trevor. Trevor Jones once brought a guy here.
Trevor Jones,
a rapper here.
His son was in my class
Yeah.
in high school.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
So he's Trevor's. That guy used to bring him here. So he said, "Hey, Lecrae is doing a tour. They haven't included Botswana. Would you want to be a part of that thing?"
Wow.
So then he said, "Yeah, for sure." Then he had to pay a deposit. It was compared to how they are now.
It was small money.
It was very small money.
Apparently, Craig got 21,000
For what?
that time. Apparently, that was the charge, 21,000 in Pula.
I think so. Yeah, must have been.
Well, I heard it from somewhere.
Because now, bring him now.
21K.
Bring him
So
now.
what happens at that time? I can tell you the whole story. It's amazing because how I got involved as well.
Yeah.
So I was involved in the planning and bringing him here as well. I met Trevor for the first time. I just felt like I need to go to Lesedi bookstore. He had not opened his own thing,
Yes, the crossroad.
Cross Gold. So he was at Lesedi bookstore. I'm like, let me go talk to Trevor. So I walk there. I buy a few books from Lesedi. I'm a new person. Then I talked to. I was like, hey man, I heard. Who's this? One of the new guys?
Yeah, Kilo.
Okay.
Hey, super dope. And the beat, I still can't wrap my head around it. I've had this song for like 3-4 years now. I still can't.
He's still doing.
Yeah, I think because initially I was just, those rappers who just rap positively, love songs.
Yeah.
Whatever. Then he had like 2 gospel songs in his EP. I was like, no, bring them. And now he's like trying to do more of it.
Hey man, hook me up with him.
Sure. His number should be in my other phone. I'll send
Sure,
it to you.
100%. So yeah, that same day, the first day I met him, he invited me to be a part of the whole thing.
Right.
He's like, yo, now that you said, because he had paid a down payment at first, then because that was the same year he started this Cross Gold, so all the money he was flat out. So we met and he was like, guys, to be very honest with you, I've been supposed to pay these guys my next payment 3 months ago. They're asking me how far. Now that thing I was working a corporate gig. So I went to the office and I said, hey, can you give me a salary advance? They gave me a salary advance. I took my advance. I gave Trevor, I was like, yo, let's get this. I don't know the whole so I didn't. It was very funny because he was about to give up. He was like, hey, I didn't pay that. Like, because he
He wouldn't have come to Botswana if it wasn't for you.
There's another issue. Which is funny. So there's the guy who was bringing them is a guy called Greg in South Africa.
Okay.
He was paying for the flight ticket for 11 people to come from America to 3. Yeah, so he paid through some guy who was in his church, and that guy took the money off.
Jesus.
So we started getting emails 3 weeks before. What day?
Madi has been
shout, guys, please help me. I've tried to follow this guy up. Then we started saying, okay, maybe can we just get like maybe a few guys? We don't need 7 guys. What? The manager at the time, he said, guys, if you're not gonna get everyone, let's cancel this whole thing.
Whoa. Let's go. We're just signing out.
All right, sure, for sure, 100%.
Tona. Last time I checked, Nastadisa Sporisiko Halape Kilo together with Summer Maizi. The song was called Botswana. One of my favorites, man. One of my favorites through and through.
Yeah.
Why would I beat that thing, lady?
Hey, it's giving me them custard vibes.
Beautiful stuff indeed. 8:51. Yeah, it's time to sign out. I haven't barely slept.
I feel like we just entered this place. We're already leaving, Mr. T.
Correct. It's a combination. Time has flown in the last 2 hours.
Wow.
And I haven't slept.
Oh,
and you haven't slept.
I haven't slept as well.
You know why we haven't slept?
Hey.
Blame it on the KTM choir. KTM choir.
Unashamed and Holiday. gave it to us.
General, do you know something?
No.
Okay.
Wow.
I know it's a police though.
Great. And you know Shingi? Right.
Yeah.
Right. We've given you a couple of names on the show. We're just going to give you those two.
Yeah.
Those last two. And I'll send you links.
For sure, 100%, man.
Sesame
Yeah.
Yeah.
and Shingi.
And that guy I just heard in a kilo.
Kilo.
Sure, 100%. Kilo.
Yeah.
For sure, 100%, please.
Sesame
Yeah.
was nominated at the Crown Gospel Music Awards in SA
Yeah.
and has been on, I think, 3 stages in the course of 1 year last year
On
in
and
SA.
international
Uh-huh.
TV as well.
And on SABC too.
So, Sammy, let's do music.
Yeah.
Great. And then Shinki
Uh-huh.
was 2022 Gospel Song of the Year winner for a song called Moya Wako.
Yeah.
And the one thing we've never really seen in this country
Yeah.
is worship and rap combined.
Come on.
If we're being honest.
Ooh.
I'm here. I'm here.
I mean, the Andy Minios have songs that were Hillsong.
Ooh. Let's do
Come
it.
on, come on now.
What's
Talk to me
stopping
now.
I'm telling you.
What's
Talk
stopping
to me.
us?
Yeah, it's something that's been on my heart. You're gonna take credit for that, Mr.
Stop
Prophet.
it.
Yeah, but
Prophetic
for
evangelistic.
sure, I've been actually meaning to. Me and Tsepo has been talking back and forth.
Yeah.
We're actually meaning to really have an official sit down.
Yeah.
But they've been quite busy. Also, he won a Crown Gospel
Yeah.
Award.
South
Congrats,
Africa,
man.
yeah, that was
for sure.
big.
But yeah, for sure, that's amazing.
Beautiful stuff. So this is us signing out. I have to both sleep and go to church. I don't know how I'm gonna do both of those.
Like you.
Sleep in
Blessed
church.
is you.
Then there's that. My favorite. Hey, Lady Ru, can homework just before we sign out. What's the homework? Remember what we said yesterday?
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Recall? Please remind me.
Ah.
The child is sleepy. The child is sleepy. So she has forgotten everything.
Before today, you're going to open a TikTok account.
Oh no.
Before today ends.
Oh, happy you're going to. You said you're going to push me.
I am your spiritual bully.
Hey, he's going to bully me until I open a social media.
Not spiritual husband, not spiritual wife, spiritual bully.
Hi, wait.
Peace out. Mwah.